Oh, this is a bloody nightmare. This is one of the worst things that can happen to you, especially when you're not the person that they were looking for. Imagine being a prominent sports representative for your country, being one of the most prolific players in the sports of rugby for your country. How do a group of community people target their own international representative, a whole forward in the rugby team of Uganda? How did you guys see him, target him, and accuse him of being the one who snatched a lady's handbag? It's like a notable football player just casually taking a stroll in the suburbs, and all of a sudden people start pointing at him and start beating him up because somebody accuses him of stealing. This was just the unfortunate case of 27-year-old Sydney Gongodio, a Uganda international rugby player who plays for Stanbic Black Pirate Rugby Club and was also a student, even recognized by the country itself as a young promising rugby player. How did he end up being a target for a mob action? So this happened on the 5th of June 2026. And on this day, around 2 p.m., a young lady was walking along the streets of Bukoto in Kampala when upon somebody snatched her bag. And the person, along with his accomplice, all ran away on a motorcycle. They fled the scene after snatching her bag on a motorcycle. But at this time, she had raised the alarm and people started chasing the motorcycle, hoping to find the people. And in the chase, for some reason, for some confusing reason, they saw Sydney and maybe did not know who he was, but for some reason they just thought he was the one. Or maybe when they were running towards him, he ran too because he was running, or he wasn't sure what the situation was, and they just assumed he was one of the thieves running, and they instantly pounced on him, beat him mercilessly. The whole time they were beating him, he was letting them know that he's not the one, that he does not know what this is about, but they really didn't care. They went full jungle justice on him. One particular motorcycle man used a whole stick to hit him, and that stick played a major role in the eventual fate and cause of his death, because by the end of this, he died from his injuries. Some sources said that Sydney was just crossing the road, and in the process of crossing the road, he was most likely running, because that's how you cross road, especially if it's a highway. You cross the road, you don't catwalk, you run. And unfortunately for him, crossing this road and running to cross the road was the exact time these people were chasing these thieves, and they saw him crossing the road and assumed he was the one that they were chasing, because he's a big man who had a hair made that did not look like everyone's hair, the kind of hair style they will assume is rugged, and that is how he became a target. Police officers from Kira Road Police Station got a report that there has been an attack, and they got there to the scene to, figure out what was going on. Unfortunately, by the time they got there, Sydney had been fatally injured to a point where he was already passed out. The police were able to disperse the crowd and rush into the hospital, where he eventually succumbed to his injuries that same day. And that is how they all went from looking for somebody who snatched the handbag to looking for the people who killed this young man. My thing is, even if he stole or snatched the handbag, is that what you're supposed to do? Sadly, as the news spread, shock and anger swept through Uganda's rugby community. Tributes came from teammates, club supporters, sports officials across the country. Eventually, more information began coming out as to what happened, and I think this is where we got the full picture that the thieves actually fled on a motorcycle. So there was no way one of the thieves is the one they saw crossing the road. And it's not as if the woman whose bag was snatched identified him. So these were just people who heard and saw the thieves running away, chasing after towards their direction, only to see somebody crossing the road, and for some reason amongst the crowd, he just fits who they imagine is capable of being the one to rob or snatch a handbag. Even CCTV footage from around the vicinity where the robbery happened and towards the place where the thieves ran towards confirmed that Sydney was not the one. That was a thief, as if it justifies anything. It just makes it even worse. Even if he was the one, these people who killed him should still go down for it. That is the problem. I feel like when people jump on jungle justice to kill actual thieves, those people don't get punished. If it's confirmed that the people that the jungle justice is attacking are actual perpetrators of the crime, they don't get punished. And I think that is why most people still continue to do jungle justice, because if they get it right, there's a chance that they may not get arrested. Why do we only deal with people who partake in jungle justice only when they get it wrong? That is a problem. I think like jungle justice on its own should be a crime. That way, whether the person is a thief or not, if you partake on it, you get in trouble, so that you don't even partake on it at all. Thankfully, the police immediately went into ballistic mode, finding almost everyone who played a role in hitting, kicking, and causing his death. As of the 9th of June, they had arrested over 10 people who were actively kicking, beating, including that motorcycle man that used a heavy stick to hit him, and their names have been released. So it's a good thing that the police are doing their job to find everybody who played a role in this jungle justice. One of the most significant developments also came when police arrested a man called Obed Mogwisa, the exact motorcycle, that's the name of the motorcycle rider who was captured in the video carrying and using a large stick during the attack. According to police, he was identified through videos recorded at the scene. After his arrest, police recovered the yellow shirt that he was reportedly wearing during the assault. His arrest was widely viewed as a major breakthrough in the case because the footage appeared to show him delivering the most punches and blows to Sydney. He was the one who did the most. There's a chance that if an autopsy is done on Sydney, his blows would most likely be the direct cause of what would have most likely caused his death. And that is just it. The police are doing a good job. I like this. Find those people and put them to book. From 3 to 10 suspects, more to go. That way, when you people hear thief, chase and arrest the person till the police comes. If you must beat them, shouldn't be to a point where you kill them. It's unfortunate. Such a promising young man just losing his life like this because they thought he looked and fit the description of somebody who is capable of robbing or snatching a bag. As if if he did itself, it would justify what they did. It shouldn't. What's even more unfortunate is the fact that the actual people who stole the handbag have not been caught. They're out there probably slightly sharing the last $2 that they got from that handbag, or sharing the corn, or the... Only God knows why they wanted to rob the handbag. What would be in it? I don't think it would be worth much. It wouldn't. But I don't think the police are looking for the handbag now. It's not worth the life that was taken because of it. That is how you know.